Welcome back to DXB today. Great to have you with us here this evening. Hope you're enjoying the show and hopefully you're taking something away from this extraordinary advice we're getting from our extraordinary guests here today. We are focusing on all things the entrepreneurial path and journey. Now, asking the questions, are there common links that you find in founders and entrepreneurs here in the region? Well, it's a question we're going to put now to the CEO and the co-founder of Merit Incentives, Julie Leblanc, joining us now live here on DXB today. Thanks so much indeed for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
And I suppose we go back to the same sort of question we asked Mena just a few moments ago in terms of the journey. When did your journey start and how did you get to the point that you thought, you know what, Merit Incentives is something that I need to put my name to and found?
Yes, I think we have some common things between entrepreneurs. For me, the journey started when I moved to Dubai in 2010. Originally, I was a finance lawyer. I moved with my family and I was looking to actually expand the things that I was doing. I was really looking to innovate, to build new things, and exactly what you were mentioning. An entrepreneur is someone that sees opportunities in many, many different things. So moving to Dubai was an opportunity at that time because it's like erasing almost your previous life and just start something fresh. And I'm also a mother of 3 kids. So for me, it was really important that I have flexibility, and I thought at that time entrepreneurship would be more flexible, but I'm not so sure it was the best choice in regards to that. So basically, I started the first company in 2011. My first venture was called MyList. It was a B2C digital gifting platform to enable people to create wish lists for weddings and baby shower, etc. Then we really grow actually the company with very little funding and a very small team, but a lot of passion. And it really helped to understand how customers react, what they were expecting from the market, what was their approach to digital platform. It was really the beginning. And then Merit was built from this knowledge that we acquired, because we realized that a lot of B2B clients were looking for rewards, incentives, and gifting in the region. So it came first from clients, corporate clients that were in the US, in Europe, telling us we are looking for a company that can help us for employee engagement program or customer loyalty program to source in the region. And we are like, yeah, you know, it's not exactly what we do, but we can help eventually. And we realized that actually the demand was quite high. And then we started to look in the local market, saying, okay, maybe local clients are looking for the same solution. So it was not really moving into technology first, it was more a service and a demand. And then to scale and to enable the opportunity to scale in the entire region first, we had to build technology to make it possible. Across country, across currency, across brand, and so on. So, and then at some point we say, okay, let's set up Merit as a global engagement technology company. And we focus first on enterprise clients, which was also very unusual because most of the people were first focusing on SME or smaller enterprise, but it was the same idea at the end than the first company. We built from the existing network of brands and merchants that we created in the first company. We pivoted and then launched Merit in 2016.
The rest is history.
So how do you anticipate like new business trends then?
I don't think, actually, I usually say that the best product manager are our clients, because they come to us and they explain a business challenge they are facing or an objective that have been given to them. So if you listen carefully and if you stay close to the clients, then you can really understand what's coming. Yeah. And the very special thing about the region is that it's moving really fast. So people in 6 months will tell you, okay, what I talked to you about 6 months ago, actually I want something new again.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. It's really helping as well to adopt new things. So sometimes it's always a kind of balance you need to find as an entrepreneur. You can be too early. And it's usually when you identify something that exists in other markets and you try to localize it, and the market is not ready yet. It's one of the things we notice. But in B2B, it's easier because we co-create with our clients. and we are trying to anticipate trends with them.
When you look at your journey as an entrepreneur and the way it's evolved over time, what would you say your biggest ecosystem and consumer impact has been, and how important is that?
I think moving into B2B, then the impact was so scalable because we had one point of contact and eventually thousands or millions of customers or employees behind it. So it's so exciting to be able to really create an impact. When you build something, you have it in your head, and then you go live, and then you start receiving feedback and innovating and so on. And I think one of the game changers is when we also started to sell our solution in Europe and in the US. It was really something that makes us proud because we realized that it was not only localizing what we do, what some other companies do in other markets, but actually even innovating that we can enter additional markets abroad. So yeah, it's what makes an entrepreneur excited usually is to really create an impact.
You hear so many different stories, and even though it is the same concept, but you hear so many different experiences. So if I were to ask you the same question, Mona, what would be your response?
What has been the biggest impact for us? So with the 3 businesses that I've been part of, with Bait, we revolutionized recruitment in the Arab world, and we completely shifted what's possible when it comes to connecting job seekers and employers seamlessly. With Mum's World, we became the gateway into the Middle Eastern household, making it empowering mothers to make the most informed decisions. So with Mum's World, we are today considered to be an indispensable extension of a mother's life, with the widest choice of products, content that is bilingual, a community of mothers where they can share and engage and learn from each other, and a global network of brands. So for consumers, they're empowered to make the best decisions. For brands, we are a gateway for global brands that want to tap into this very important consumer. And then the last thing that I will say is with Mum's World, we really did help shape the e-commerce ecosystem. So we started at a very nascent stage when payment gateways didn't exist, technology talent was hard to get, supply chain was practically non-existent, first mile and last mile was at its infancy. So we essentially created that blueprint for what e-commerce can look like and what's the possibility. So an exciting kind of revolution over the last 13 years, both in e-commerce as well in the job market.
Final question, Julie, to you, just to go back to what you were saying a little bit earlier on. And I'm fascinated by what you were saying about the region here and compare and contrast to other regions as well. Would you have set up this company, would you have set up the companies had you not moved to Dubai?
I don't think I would have taken the risk to do it. Also, one thing that I find really fascinating, many people ask me, so I'm French, you can hear it, and many people ask me, so it should be so hard for you as a woman founder, to set up a company in the region. And actually I had more opportunities, more direct relationship with decision maker in the region, and more respect as a woman entrepreneur in the region. So I think the ecosystem is really a place where women can thrive, can grow. There is a lot of opportunities that are given to us. We still have some challenges. We were discussing about it before in terms of fundraising, but it's changing. And I can see from 2010 when I started that many things have evolved. So definitely the move to Dubai was already a part of the entrepreneurship journey, I would say.
The first step.
Exactly.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much, Julie, or merci beaucoup. I think you're doing an amazing thing for not only entrepreneurs, but female entrepreneurs as well. You're doing a great job, so keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, cool. Now, our spotlight for today is on a sustainable skincare brand in the region, creating luxurious bath skincare experiences with the finest botanicals and herbs. Formulations with 100% handcrafted products. This is Aisha Chisti, and this is Skin Concept.
Hi, I'm Aisha Chishti, the founder and CEO of The Skin Concept. We are a homegrown, sustainable bath and skincare company. All of our products are handmade in the UAE. Products are cruelty-free, zero waste, and made with 98% natural ingredients. We started the company in 2018 from my small balcony. I converted my balcony into my small studio. In 2020, we started growing. That's when I started actually growing the company. By mid of 2020, we had won the Spinneys local business incubator, and we landed the products. When we started the company, we started with just 3 SKUs. To get into Spinneys, we had to scale up to about 50 SKUs. So in a span of 6 months, we did that, and we got the product into Spinneys and Waitrose supermarkets. To find the right talent and to retain them and to find funding for the company. So we started in UAE, we have grown into Saudi Arabia. The products are now, we are in negotiations of taking into Kuwait. And by mid of this year, we are also taking it to North America. What I love most about living in Dubai is that we are allowed to do whatever we want to do. So there's the good of both the worlds here. Whatever kind of life you want to live, whatever kind of life you want to give your family, everything is available. That's what I love about Dubai. Buy the product. It's a local brand. We have we have researched on how to blend ingredients for the local environment, for the local climate. So people can buy them, share their stories online, and support our small business.
They look like very nice products indeed. And after this, we meet the man who founded and sold El Grocer, and we've got music. Stick around.